Well, I found the tooth. It's right here, right in front of me. It was pretty well hidden, actually. It's kind of got blocked off by a bunch of natural sight barriers. So if you're not looking for it specifically, you'll miss it. But I did miss it.
What? You destroyed them all, but that's impossible.
Yes, we broke all the teeth. It's too bad they weren't Riddlers. Now it's time to go find the rest of the clues and wipe the smile off of Riddler's face. Why? Because I am an unhappy guy.
To Arkham Asylum. Our
And I
staff are here
hate
to
the
help
Riddler.
you.
And the only effective villains are the ones you hate. I'll be honest.
Psychiatric evaluation and rehabilitation center.
I went out of this place.
Everyone knows the story.
This place is for crazy people, and I am obviously not crazy. I just run around in a bat suit. Okay, I think this is the way out. Yes, it is! I used up all my good commentary on the actual game. Now that I'm in the post-game, all my commentary has failed me. Curse you, failed commentary! One of these days I shall put a knife through you. And I shall enjoy that day greatly. No talking during loading screens. I know a secret that you don't know. You want to hear what it is? You're not alone. Anyway, I need to get into the I need to get into the penitentiary. There. Now that I got all the garble out of my voice, I can actually speak properly. Also, I think we have the Riddler map for this place, so... Wow. That's really it? That's where they all are? They're all in the same place? Huh. This might be easier than I thought. Wait a minute, what's that room? Generator access. Guard room. No, this can't be it. This can't be it. Extreme incarceration. Controlled access. Main cell block. Security control room. Yeah, that can't be it. That can't be it. Oh, that's right. I have to go through here. Duh. I have to go through the guards' ready room and showers. Why they would keep the showers open like this is beyond me. Maybe it's not for the guards. Maybe it's for the prisoners. Maybe the prisoners are filthy. My destination hasn't changed. Apparently my intelligence has. Now let's see. Which way was it? This is not the right area. I apologize, but I can't go this way. Okay, I need to break this place. I must break you! Alright. Don't touch the electric floor, it sucks. I honestly thought I could hit that from here. I swear in one of the early builds of this game before they patched it, you could hit this control panel from all the way across. But that shuts off the electricity.
It must have been Crane. Another one who doesn't deserve to live. Why do these people thrive on chaos? Joker, in particular, desired anarchy. And since his escape will no doubt wreak it upon my city, I feel this is the end for my diary. Joker will be recaptured. My story will be told. I am not afraid. If Arkham becomes my cell, then I will know I did my best. I will be remembered.
I think we're getting a clear picture of who this guy is. If you haven't guessed already, don't worry. It pretty much just comes out and tells you later on. Alright, next is out and around. I just had to get my bearings again since I just ran around the room in a circle. We've been in this room before, with all the crazies and the psychos. We had to throw a few lunatics. Remember, you mash A to throw a lunatic. Can't do it any other way. Hey, I remember this room. Also remember why we couldn't get everything here. Oh, that's right, I can't get it from here, duh. That's why I couldn't get it from here. The area is flooded with gas. Right?
Fiddle diddle diddle, answer my riddle.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Can't go down there. It's a good thing that gas is heavier than air. I made a rhyme. That was unintentional. Okay, we're across now. Also, I think I can hit this. Yes, there is no more gas in this room. I have passed the gas. No subject detected. Yeah, I don't think this is the right spot anyway. I think what I'm supposed to do is get this Riddler trophy right there. Also, can I shut this off now? I really hate this area. Can you not shut this off from anywhere? Oh, it's right here. It's only right in front of me. Too easy. Unfortunately, I can't handle the door. I can't even handle a passageway that has no door. Why am I bad at this? Okay, now what am I looking for? I know what I'm looking for! This wall. I didn't even use my detective vision. Mash that A button! Urgh. Thought my thumb would fall off. Hey, look, it's one of these again.
I am the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. Even though Amadeus had long since passed, his spirit lived on, surviving, moving through the walls of his asylum.
Like a crazy person.
When it chose me, I felt proud. I was honored to continue his work, to cleanse this city. If you are strong-willed enough to follow my tales, you are strong-minded enough to deduce my identity. Come and find me, friend. Together, we will save Gotham.
You know, if you...
I'm losing patience. You're cheating. You must be.
Wow, we won. I thought I'd have to figure out one more Riddler challenge. Oh! I do have to figure out the remaining Riddler challenges. Well, we know where Riddler is, and we sent his address to the police. And in a short period of time, the police will have him bound and gagged and gotten rid of. Prometheus! I hate Prometheus.
That one was impossible to solve. How did you do it?
Wow. Stand next to it and scan it. That's really impossible. Maybe I should have tried to pick one of the more impossible ones. Like that one I spent 20 minutes on just to find it in a wall. Good lord. Now I gotta find the right spot to cut that out of the video. Or else you're gonna see me walking around for like 20 minutes looking for a wall. Ugh. Hey, interview tape.
Victor has been in isolation since the attack on the guard last week. As I wait for him to be brought up to me, I have had time to review his notes. I am increasingly worried he cannot be cured. He has no empathy for his victims. Deep down, I believe he views all of us as potential victims.
Doc, are you okay?
What's happening?
It's Zaz. He broke out of isolation. He's gone.
Oh
the safest place. He's definitely left the island.
Of course. But someone needs to alert the authorities. He'll need to kill again. Do you understand me? Needs to. Oh no. He's gone after Dr. Cassidy.
Hello?
Sarah, it's Gretchen. Listen to me.
Hold on. There's someone at the door.
Sarah! Do not answer the door. Can you hear me? Do not answer the door. It says he's free.
A look into the mind of a serial killer, ladies and gentlemen. No empathy, no remorse. He thinks he's freeing us. He cuts us up and then he marks his body. Sick and twisted, man. Also, I'm not done in this room. There's one more secret to find, so why am I leaving? Alright. Now where is it at? It is behind me. No, now it's behind me. Ugh. If I am to believe, it's around here somewhere. Have I broken this one yet? Yes, I haven't. I don't think that served any purpose, though. Don't mind me, I'm just walking around in circles like an idiot. I can't use that again. I know that there's a secret in this room, and I will find it, but I don't know where it is. Shoot. I am so confused right now. Wait! I see it! But where is the answer? Aha! I think I know. I will take that. Question mark?
What? You did it? You must have cheated. There is no way you could have beaten me. Well, you asked for it, Batman. My final challenge for the whole of Gotham is just seconds away. What? Seconds? The police? You cheated, Batman. You couldn't have outsmarted me. Hey, open up! No. Open the door, now! No! Down on the ground! Down on the ground! No! Tell me, how did you work out where I was? Do you hear me? I, Edward Nigma, will...
Please, policeman, be as rough on him as you like. Well, that ties up one loose end, but we still have a mysterious figure who I'm pretty sure you've all figured out by now to find. And this will be the end of the series. Also, I'm going to find that Easter egg. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I will include it in this video. I promise. If it's still in the game. They might have patched it out or something. But I don't think they would do that. Also, I've gone completely the wrong way. I was supposed to go past the Green Mile. I swear, I have no brain for where I'm going. But I'm not like Aaron. I mean, I can read a map. I don't go south when somebody wants you to go north or vice versa. Once again, I'm heading the wrong way. Here we go. Now I am headed the right way. Finally. Ah, they lied to me. Ivy's not back in her cell yet. Wonder what all that redness is for. Is that to keep her from growing? Or from making any plants grow?
Why did the warden take off so quick? I thought you told him to stay put.
Curious. Did he just say the warden left? I wonder why. Aha! Aha! J'accuse!
My name is Quincy Sharp, the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. You have done well to decipher my story, and I pray it has helped you on your path. I trust that through my writings you will do what is right. Please, I implore you, continue my work. This city deserves a savior. Continue my work.
Boy, you asked the wrong guy to do that. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is every single collectible in the game collected and completed. Now, as promised, I will do that other thing that I said I was going to do. But first, some travel time. I'm going to get out of here real quick. Anybody who sees that line up there, it might remind you of something you saw in a movie once. Specifically, Event Horizon. That's something I never noticed before. Why did I end up in the exact same... excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, we're experiencing technical difficulties. By technical, I mean physical. By physical, I mean my brain doesn't work. I have no idea where I'm going. I am completely lost. And I'm really getting sick and tired of that stupid scanning sound. Now, which way is the way out of here? Urgh. This doesn't seem like the way out of here. That seems like... Okay, I need to go through the awkward door. Find the awkward door. This is the awkward door. Why I call it awkward? Because it's slanted when everything else is straight. Let me out of this crazy place. It's a madhouse, I tell you. Let me out. I'm sick of being here. Okay. I need to do some journeying. I want to find that Easter egg, but I'm going to do it after I finish up. So I'm going to park myself right in front of Arkham Mansion, and I'm going to go through the character bios. But while we're traveling, I do have something I need to tell you. A friend of mine threatened me with physical harm and torture if I didn't tell you this, so I will go ahead and explain. You see, my friend got this not too long after its release. This game specifically. The one that I'm playing. The very copy, as a matter of fact, that is in the game at this very time. He said to me, do not stay up all night playing this game. Well, I stayed up all night playing the game. You see, he hadn't even touched it yet. That was the bad part, you see. I played through this entire game and beat it before he even touched it. Before he even got started with it. He wasn't mad at me, but I think he was more incredulous that I actually played through the entire game in one night. But let's just say he's never let me play a game before him since then that he's seen me do that I got away with the exception of one. His Tomb Raider. I played through the entire game before he even touched it again. That's the only other time, I swear. Stop looking at me like that. It's not my fault he left the game out in front of me and I had to play it. And I had to finish it. and I couldn't put it down because this game is so good. Anyway, it's time to do what I came here to do. Before we get into looking for whatever it was I was looking for, I forget. I'm going to roll through these character bios. I'm not going to narrate them for you. I'm just going to bring it up. I'm going to pause it. I mean, you can pause it if you want to read it. I'll roll through them like this. And whatever you want to hear, or whatever you want to read or see, just pause the video and take a look. I figured I'd owe it to you guys since we did unlock these over the course of the game. And plus I can keep talking over it. If you read really fast, I guess it wouldn't really matter. I'm going to leave them on screen for about a second. Plus, you can always review their patient tapes if you ever feel like it. Warden Quincy Sharp. He's insane. He's just as crazy as everyone else here. I just felt like adding that in. Who's this guy? Oh, Frank Bowles, the guy who died in like the first 2 episodes. He drinks too much and is not very interesting. And this is the very first game he's ever been in. And will never be in another game or comic, probably. It's Killer Croc! He was born with skin disease. His name is Waylon Jones. And he's quite ugly. Also, he eats people. I disagree with that. This is Harley Quinn, you already know that. You saw me beat her up earlier. Man, she looks ugly with that makeup on. I swear she does. She's a blonde, by the way. I don't know if any of you knew that. You know what I say about ditzy people. But I don't hate blondes specifically, just stupid ones. The Penguin! You don't see him in this game anywhere, and that makes me so sad because he's such an interesting villain. He's one of the oldest foes, and he has a cool middle name, Chesterfield. I had a cat named Chester once. That was kind of a sad thing to remember. But I won't digress. I would not digress on that. I still have like 4 other cats. But Chester was my favorite. Two-Face. He's two-faced. Never was there more a true name for a true person. He is both two-faced and he has 2 faces. Man, is he messed up. Went crazy. Got acid splashed on half of his face because... And then he went crazy, actually. He used to be a district attorney. He still has an obsession with the justice system. Hey, it's Prometheus, a guy who I've never actually seen in the comic or on television. He is a dark reflection of Batman. He hates cops. He is in fact a cop killer. He doesn't like them at all. And like it says in his bio, he's like the exact polar opposite of Batman. Hey, it's the Great White Shark. He's not actually crazy. He just, he didn't start out crazy. He became crazy by being stuck in Arkham, by pretending he was crazy. It's crazy, isn't it? Hey, it's the ventriloquist. He's not really dangerous on his own. He's actually very timid and not very interesting. But when you give him Scarface, he turns into a professional criminal. And man, is he scary like that. Professor Hugo Strange. He's really burly. He's like the bald, brawny man. Shoot. He's a psychiatrist, if you can believe that, with those muscles. How do you get muscles like that? He's got muscles on his muscles. Man, I think I've talked too much today. My throat's starting to hurt. Let's move on to Black Mask. You won't see him in this game either. That's really sad, because, once again, he's one of Batman's greatest foes. Roman Sionis. I still don't know if I'm saying that properly. He's obsessed with masks, can't you tell? It's kind of in his name. Kellerman. He looks like that there, but in the actual game, when you see him later, he won't look anything like that. I promise you. You will see this man. He's not in this game, but he is in another game, and we will see him. He is obsessed with the holidays. Amadeus Arkham. He went nuts and killed the guy who killed his wife. And he's a psychiatrist. You can believe that, because we've pretty much been fed that the entire time he's been here. Firefly! Obsessed with flames, obsessed with starting fires. Man, this is going to be a long video. Black with white with black temples? Weird. That's a weird hair color. He is really good at burning things, as apparent by his name. Here's a guy I've never met, ever, in any place, ever. The Ratcatcher. I've never seen him in the comics, I've never seen him in the stories. I don't watch any of the new cartoons, though, so that might be why. I mean, I know he was one of the older comic book villains, but, personally, I've never seen him before, ever, in anything else other than this. But that's just me. Plenty of people have probably seen him before. Jury Walker. Killer Moth. Man, does he look weird in Teen Titans. I'll tell you what. Cameron Van Cleer. Which one's his real name? Who knows? He sure does look like... He's like Batman. He dresses up in a moth outfit and he has moth grenades and things like that. He's interesting. Except he's a criminal. Ra's al Ghul. Ra's al Ghul in the cartoon, but Ra's al Ghul, I think it's actually pronounced, means head of the demon, or the demon's head. Says that in the bio. Facts! Nobody knows his real name, and he's a terrorist. Wow, that's actually kind of weird. But of course I knew he was a terrorist. Look at that sword. That is an awesome sword. Why can't I have a sword like that? Nobody can have a sword like that. Maxie Zeus. He's never been the main villain of any Batman game, and I think that's a shame, because look at those muscles. And he has a lightning rod. Even though he can't control lightning, he uses his technology to make a rod that shoots lightning. It's interesting. Plus, he's completely psycho, and he's a billionaire. Maxie Zeus. Driven by complex religious delusions. He has a long-standing cult. Weird. Zack Snyder? Jack Ryder. He's a reporter. He's turned into the Creeper. Weird. Apparently he goes crazy when that happens. I saw that in the comic, or in the animated series once, but I don't remember where that was. Well, that's enough of Jack Ryder. Too much is enough of Jack Ryder. And of course, Bane, the guy with muscles on his muscles, and they have muscles, and those muscles have muscles. And then, just to top it all off, he has muscles on top of that. Plus, his brain is a very powerful muscle. Unlike the certain movie, which I won't name, but you know which one it is, you know, because it's the only one with him in it, aside from the newer ones, I mean the old one. They turned him into a complete psycho with no thought processes whatsoever. Catwoman, longtime love interest of Batman. Not in this game. Probably will be in another one. By probably, you probably already know, definitely. Professional thief Selena Kyle, also a blonde, but I can stand that because she's an intelligent blonde. Like I said, I don't hate blondes, I hate dumb blondes. Edward Nygma. By that I mean I hate Harley. But I don't like Nygma either. Edward Nygma. Eddie Nashton. What a weird name. He has a genius-level intellect, which apparently can't figure out who Batman is. You've seen that in a previous episode. Dude's so smart, he's stupid. Dr. Penelope Young. She's dead. That really sucks. People shouldn't die all the time. But they always do when around Batman, because, you know, the supervillains have to be taken seriously somehow. Head of research at Arkham Asylum. This was her first and only appearance. Why? Because she died. Commissioner Gordon. Trust the Gordon Commissioner Man. James W. Gordon. Expert in hand-to-hand fighting techniques. Well, proficient. He's a very experienced police officer, and he is an expert marksman. Batman doesn't kill people. I get the feeling that Gordon would. Oracle. Daughter of James Gordon. Ally of Batman. She used to be Batgirl, but her spine was broken in a comic called The Killing Joke, and she ended up becoming Oracle instead. If you don't know that sad story, you should really read The Killing Joke. It's actually an excellent comic. It's one of my favorites. Barbara Gordon. She has a complete and total recall of everything she sees. Man, I wish I could do that. My memory is awful. Bruce Wayne. The true face of Batman. Or is Batman his true face? Ooh-wee-oo. CEO and philanthropist. You can't keep a good guy down. And a guy as good as Batman can never be kept down. Man, he's got a laundry list of abilities that he can do. It's incredible. Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne. Man, this video is getting long, but I promised I would do these. I know very little about these two because they die like right at the beginning of Batman's origin story. Do they ever really flesh them out in a comic? I'd really like to see that. Alfred Pennyworth. The butler who's not really a butler. He is in fact more than a butler. He's a valet. Alfred is willing to wield firearms in times of crisis. He will shoot you dead. He's also very good at using medical practices, and he's a good mechanic and excellent with computer systems. Like I told you, he's more than meets the eye. Aaron Cash. It's too bad he's not a captain. I could make a joke about a hook right about now. That would be in bad taste, though. Aaron Cash is awesome. This is his first game? No! As a matter of fact, he has made an appearance before in an Arkham Asylum comic. You can see at the bottom there. But I never read that before. He has great physical strength and excellent reflexes. And he's an experienced guard. And he hates Killer Croc, but who doesn't? Zaz. If you don't hate Zaz, then you might be like Zaz. Zaz is a psychopath. He kills people because he wants to. And he marks his body with them. And this is not his first appearance. That I'll tell you. I know very little about Zaz, though. I mean, I honestly thought this was his first appearance. Back when I played the game the first time. Also, we're skipping Poison Ivy. I don't want to do that. Pamela Lillian Isley. Is it weird that I know her middle name? Then again, I guess you could just wiki it at any point. Batman number 181. The plant that kills you. And she can make plants that kill you. Mr. Freeze. Here's a guy I can get behind. He is my absolute favorite character in the entirety of the series. And he's not in this game! They fixed that, though. Victor Freeze! He is a brilliant cryogenicist. Nora, his wife, came down with incurable illness, and he froze her until he could find a cure. But then they pulled the plug, and he ended up knocked into chemicals or into some kind of substance that turned him into a freeze guy. My apologies. My throat has been really used today. And by used, I mean I've recorded like 8 episodes in a row. That's hard to do. The Scarecrow doesn't scare me. I think his outfit looks ridiculous. I think a lot of people have that effect, or see that effect on him. Seriously. But his fear gas will scare you. It's actually really good at that. Actually, I didn't stay on the facts for very long. Leave that up for another second. There we go. Enough about Jonathan Crane. Does anybody really care? A lot of people care. I'm just going to say a lot of people probably care and really like him. Scarface! When I saw him in the animated series, I really loved his character. Thought it was awesome. The idea of a guy with a split personality so severe that he actually transmitted it into a puppet and had him do all of the crimes and stuff. It's really interesting. But you never see Scarface's true name because Scarface is the name of a puppet. Puppets don't have real names. Hush. One of Batman's main villains in a comic. Again, I've hardly ever seen this guy anywhere other than the comic. And the video game. One video game. But still, Hush is pretty awesome. Tommy Elliot and Bruce Wayne were childhood friends, and they always ended up in the opposite of each other over their lives. It's strange how that keeps happening to Batman. The people he loves ends up being monsters or criminals. Or a cat burglar. How many more people do we... Man! A lot more people. The Mad Hatter, Jervis Tetch. His name sounds jerky, like he's got a fidgety problem or something. Considering how insane he is, I'm not surprised. He's an expert hypnotist obsessed with Alice in Wonderland. And he loves this girl whose name is Alice. And, of course, he tried to kidnap her, and that's what started this whole thing with Batman. Of course, that was in the animated series. I don't know if that's how he really started out. If it's not, someone will correct me. I've used my voice so much, I need to stop. Initially an actor in horror films, Carlo, one of my other favorite characters, probably just under Mr. Freeze, became Clayface. He literally turned his body into anyone or anything. And he can act their parts out perfectly because he's an expert actor. And now he's a professional criminal. The original Clayface, though, had no powers. He was just wearing a mask. Then that very original Clayface stole the powers from a second or third or fourth or fifth. I think it was an entire group of Clayfaces. And he took all of their powers for himself. And he became the ultimate Clayface. It's really interesting. Very complicated story. Humphrey Dumpler is his actual name. He's strange. Yeah, he took his grandmother apart and tried to put her back together. Yeah, I have no idea what goes inside that guy's mind, and I've never seen him before. Anyway, Tweedledum and Tweedledee. They're cousins, but they look so much like each other they're often mistaken for twins. And they make themselves look like Tweedledum and Tweedledee from Alice in Wonderland. Surprised they never teamed up with Jervis Tetch, or maybe they did. I haven't read all the comics. Wish I had now. Strange. Anyway, we're done, except for the Spirit of Amadeus Arkham. But I'll keep this up. There's something you can read here. And it tells you a little bit about Quincy Sharp, but you should already know about Quincy Sharp. Cognitive personality is prepared to kill patients to facilitate the cure. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's everything in the bios. I think, without any commentary, I'm going to figure out how that Easter egg works, and then I'll get back to you. But this is pretty much the end of the video, talking-wise. So I'll see you all next time.